Why is it that quality people are overlooked? Why is it that the most kind, genuine people get overlooked and the loud, obnoxious, shallow people take the center stage? In this video, I'm going to name several reasons why this may be the case. First reason is hunger for validation. When you think of a quality person, what kind of traits come to your mind? Confidence, humility, taking other people into consideration. It's usually someone who doesn't scream for attention, right? Even when it comes to celebrities, we know which celebrity is a quality celebrity and which celebrity is not. Loud, obnoxious, and shallow people, they have this hunger for validation and success. They need to be seen, and this is what makes them competitive. They will do whatever it takes to take that center stage, while the quality person doesn't mind to be in the background. They are satisfied with where they are in their life, or maybe they're not satisfied, but they do not have as much hunger as the person who needs to be seen, who needs that attention. This brings me to reason number 2, which is the trap of modesty and people pleasing. Let me explain this to you, what I mean by this. Culturally, a lot of people are taught to be humble because it's offensive when you're not humble. You know, when you go to a party, to an event, and you start bragging unannounced, you don't let people to form an opinion about you. You just shove that opinion on them, like, I'm the best, I'm this and that. And it usually comes from insecurity. Before someone can judge you, you tell them what they should be thinking about you. Anyway, so the trap of modesty. Culturally, a lot of people are taught to be modest, right? They don't want to offend, they don't want to appear tacky, and this can also lead to people pleasing. While it's good to be respectable and hospitable, because let's face it, the world has enough stingy and bitchy people, there is a fine line between being respectable and being a people pleaser. When you find yourself sacrificing your goals, yourself, what you want for your future, just to not offend other people, you are stepping into the people-pleasing category. A quality person can limit themselves by overthinking, by all these rules. Can I make this joke? Oh no, I cannot make this joke. Can I do this? Oh no, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I will offend that person. Always limiting themselves. Meanwhile, the other, the obnoxious persons, they're not doing much thinking at all. They just claim the center stage because they have a much stronger hunger and audacity to claim what they want. Reason number 3 is the McDonald's effect. What's McDonald's effect? I'm going to explain this to you. There's a story behind it. Years ago, we were traveling across Europe, and we were traveling to France with a group of international friends, students. And in the morning, we would form groups, and each of us would go to explore different things in the city. One group would go hiking, the other group would go to museums, and then in the evening, we would come together to have dinner. And in the morning, we would have all kinds of plans, okay, see you this evening, we'll go to this restaurant. And then they would say, no, I know another restaurant. But you know what happened at the end of the day? So in the evening, we come together and we can't decide on which restaurant we should go to. One group suggests, let's go to this place, it's a half an hour walking. The other one says, no, I don't eat that, I want to eat in this place. And other group says, no, I'm hungry, it has to be here somewhere. You know what happened? More often than not, we would end up at the McDonald's because we couldn't decide where to go. Some people were tired, and we ended up eating at McDonald's. Can you imagine being in France and going to McDonald's? Well, that's the McDonald's effect. And let me explain to you what it means. Of course, we blamed it on the Americans in the group. So, did we go to McDonald's more often than not because McDonald's was the best place to eat in France? Of course not. McDonald's was there, it was easy, and it was right there in front of us. We were hungry and we wanted to eat some food. We couldn't agree on walking half an hour to this restaurant, to that restaurant. We chose something that was convenient. That's how it is with people too. Sometimes you are not there. Your shyness makes you invisible. And the person who grabs the attention, that's the person who gets the visibility. And that's the McDonald's effect. Sometimes people don't notice you because you don't want to be noticed. You're hiding yourself. You don't want to offend others by being visible. And the one who is there, visible and available, that's the person who gets the attention. That's the person who gets picked because that's the only option. That's what's being offered. You are not on the menu. Reason number 4, quality comes with a price. Quality is expensive. You have to be able to afford quality, not only financially, but I'm talking about mentally, emotionally. Some people do not want quality. Maybe they want the quality, but they are not ready for quality. Maybe a quality person requires more from another than someone who is maybe not considered a quality person. And they are not willing to sacrifice that. Just like some people don't want to go fine dining. They want a simple burger. And that's okay, because everyone is different. The truth is, not everyone is looking for quality. And, we can also debate, what is quality? It may be different from person to person. But then this video has to be a couple hours long. To keep this simple, I'm just simplifying this, the quality versus non-quality. If someone has a need, let's say if you are hungry and you haven't eaten for a couple of days, you are less likely to think about quality than to get some food. So you have to also keep that in mind, that people are not always looking for quality. They want something that suits them in that moment. Reason number 5 is the good versus bad mindset. People who are overlooked tend to see the world in terms of good versus bad. And everyone likes to see themselves as the good person in their story. And when you see yourself as the good person in your story, you can easily feel like a victim, that you are overlooked, that you are wronged because the world is unfair. Here's the catch though. When you're stuck in this mindset, you cannot recognize the part that you played in your own story. It's easy to point fingers than to reflect and grow. A simple example from Cinderella. Her evil stepsisters, right? They saw themselves as a good catch. They expected to be picked, one of them. They didn't see Cinderella as a rival, because who is Cinderella? They couldn't see her qualities, her great qualities like her strength, her kindness, her grace, because seeing those qualities would have to make them confront their own shortcomings. Quality people are able to look at their own shortcomings, to reflect on themselves because of their humility and depth. Because let's be honest, a lot of people think they're a quality person. But what makes someone truly a quality person is their awareness, is their inner awareness. The world loves quality people. Look at the actors and public figures we admire. There are a lot of quality public figures out there that are a source of inspiration to many. You don't have to be loud and obnoxious, but you have to be bold. If you're humble, if you're modest, the world needs you. You have to claim your space in this world, instead of shying away and hiding yourself because you don't want to offend others, you want to people please. So you don't have to be loud and obnoxious, just be bold. Let others see the value you bring, because if you don't, then the stepsisters of this world are going to run the show. And greetings from Professor Simon.